food?
Dude, I'm starving.
Like, wanna go to like McDonald's?
And some KFC on the side. Come on.
With like some extra taco meat.
Ooh.
And maybe we can go to get ice cream afterwards.
Yeah, hold on. And you know what? Like, how about some like Jack in the Box too?
Yeah, a 12 by 12?
Some like super burritos from like Chipotle?
Yeah. Bro, I'm trying to lose like 3 pounds. I'm trying to get my summer body ready, you know?
Dude, we gotta live hot.
Like, instead of eating like 12 Big Macs,
I've cut down to like 10 and like 22.
we're so fat. Let's push up. Bro, we gotta stop eating junk food.
I don't think my body can take anymore. We gotta lose some weight.
Are you tired of being fat, constantly rolling down the hills,
Yeah.
and trying to get that summer body, but those few extra pounds are still there?
Yeah.
Well, I have a solution for you. You need the Zone Diet. So why don't you head over to my kitchen and I'll get you started. Yeah, let's get started. So, hey you guys, I'm gonna be talking to you about how to make your very own chicken tacos because, you know, you wanna kind of lose a little bit of all that going on. So what we're gonna prep right now is the broth to make the chicken to make it taste really good. So what we have in here is a little bit of water. I have about half a tomato just to get things started, and I'm gonna add my chicken, so as much as you would like. And then I'm also going to add some of my chicken base, and you can get this at any store, so it's not expensive at all. So I'm gonna add this entire thing and let that mix around as well. So the really important part in here are the tomatoes, because it has lycopene, which is an antioxidant that promotes bone health, and it also reduces blood clotting, and it lowers cholesterol. And a really neat, interesting part of it is that it has phytonutrients that are linked to heart protective properties. So you really want to get that in there. And for a little bit of extra kick, what you're going to want to do is take about 1/4 of a cup and put it in here. Ooh, that looks good. So now you're going to want to mix it all up and kind of put it on the stove for it to get into a simmer. And then make sure you put it on medium flame about, and we can cover it with something. And then we'll get back to that when it starts heating up and getting all the flavors into the chicken. Oh, okay. So now what we're also going to add to this broth is a little bit of cumin, and it has some really neat anti-inflammatory properties, which goes really great with the Zone Diet. So about a pinch or so, however much you like, and let's wait for that to simmer up a little bit, and it'll be really, really good. Now we're going to be talking about what's going to go into our taco. Now what we have here is the leafy greens, which is our lettuce. Take that off because, I mean, look at that. That's so gross. Ew. Take them off because this will add a little bit of crunch to your thing. This was already washed before, so you just want to wash it in case. And it depends how fine you want it. You have your lettuce. And most importantly is our onion, which clears and detoxes the cell on a molecular level and also contains flavonoids, which prevents clumping. It lowers cholesterol, improves the function of red blood cells, and it also has antioxidants to prevent inflammation. Next we have our all-important avocados. 85% of this is fat, which balances the fat proportion. It also has important phytotoxins and PFAs, which are anti-inflammatories too. Lastly, a really important thing to this is it has oleic acid, which also helps oils in your body. This transports the molecules and helps create molecules in the digestive tract to move along with digestion. Next, we're going to be prepping the chicken to actually create our tacos. Take your knife and just cut it up into thin layers, and you can see it's already cooked on the inside. Then we have our already heated up taco. And dump the chicken in here real fast like. And on top of that, we're going to put our leafy greens, some of our onions, and then just wrap it up. That's your taco.
I just want to take a second to talk about the Zone diet, which completely changed my life around. As you can see before, I used to weigh a ton.
Basically, the Zone diet just changed my life. I mean, you saw the picture. I was extremely fat. I couldn't walk around. I was rolling places.
And now look at me, I'm bones.
In and out and McDonald's, just eating junk food every single day. You know what, dude? Because the genius behind the Zone diet is that it breaks everything down into blocks. Blocks that balance out the important food groups that are necessary.
Proteins, carbs, and fats. And really it's just about keeping the balance between the blocks of 30, 40, 40.
The chemicals in your body, or the hormones, are balanced in perfect harmony.
And it promoted better body composition, have better energy, better blood chemistry, and it's all because of 3 hormones.
Insulin, glucagon, and eicosanoids. And those 3 important hormones are important for your body in regulating stuff like anti-inflammatory, fat loss, blood circulation. Everything is consisted of those 3 hormones. If you can balance those in perfect harmony, your health benefits and your overall total health will be that much better.
Basically changed my life around, and now I'm much healthier guy.
I feel like that's what happened to me when I took on that Zone diet. And obviously, look at me, dude. I ain't even fat anymore. Like, if we're gonna be real, shout out.
Yes, my name is Ricardo Martin del Campo, and today I will be walking you through my new healthy life, eating healthy with Ricardo. As you can see, Summer Sharma introduced me to this amazing Zone diet, and I've been able to have a transformation from before when I used to look like this. Not healthy. Now I look like this. What I've been putting in my body, I've been eating a lot more healthier. I started eating Zone protein bars. Basic ingredients: peanut butter, whey protein, some oats, water. We start off with the peanut butter. The Zone diet requires 200 grams of peanut butter. Peanut butter is actually very beneficial to the body. One of the big benefits of peanut butter is that it helps us stay fuller on much less calories, and it has a lot of monosaturated fats that decrease the risk of cardiovascular disease actually. And also it's really rich in antioxidants, which help neutralize our fat. And just so you know, peanut butter is also rich in oleic acid, which is basically healthy oils for the body. Not just that, but it's also rich in folic and phytic acids, which help reduce the risk of cancer. We are going to add about 40 milliliters of water into the peanut butter. And just so you know, peanut butter is also rich in vitamin E, niacin, folates, and all of these things. They help increase the levels of red blood cells. And one last fun fact about peanut butter, it prevents gallstones in the body. So now the next step in making our protein bars is gonna be to add the oats. We are going to use about 81 grams of Quaker Oats. So let's start off. And this is a 40-gram cup, so we're gonna place about 2 cups. Just fill that up all around. And while we're adding this, we want to remember that oats are really important for us. They promote a healthy heart, and they also reduce the risk of cardiovascular disease. And finally, the oats are very beneficial because they contain a lot of antioxidants that are beneficial to the body. So now we're just going to add the most important ingredient in our protein bars, whey protein. And the protein is really important because it's very good for the muscles, and also it helps keep some balance between the amino acids in our life. We are going to add 80 grams of protein. So here we go. Whey protein is very good for us because they restrict the amount of calories in our body. It's what the recipe calls for our Zone protein bars. So now we are going to mix this up. Feel free to add a little bit of water if you think the mixture needs a little bit more. So now we have our mixture done, and all you have to do is mold it into your protein bars. So you are going to grab a big chunk with clean hands, obviously, and we are going to try to mold it into some rectangular bars. So guys, if you guys feel the urge, to go poop after this, it's toast normal because it contains a lot of dietary fiber. So now we're about ready to start eating our protein bars. Let's see how we did, guys. Yum, delicioso.
Alright, so today we're going to be making my very own recipe. And having been inspired by Summer's chicken tacos and having been made very, very sexy by the amazing Zone Diet, I'm going to show you guys my very own recipe. Today we're going to be making barbecue shrimp with a very healthy and delicious blend of spices. Alright, now the first ingredient that we're going to start with is garlic. Now all you got to do is just really chop up a couple cloves of garlic. And basically, what's great about garlic within the Zone Diet is that it has a lot of anti-neoplastic activity, which helps to lower your risk of cancer. In addition, it lowers cholesterol and your glucose levels, so you're going to stay really fit, you're going to be really healthy, and your proportions are going to be on point. And lastly, it stiffens your aorta. It increases aortic stiffness, and that's going to promote blood flow. We're going to add that to our mix. Alright, so in addition, we're going to add some good blend of soy sauce. And this is just going to add a really nice base to your mix. It's just going to give you a nice vinegary taste. It's not going to be too much, just about 1 tablespoon of soy sauce. I'm just going to add this to your mix. It's just going to do a really good job of promoting the flavor. Second, we're actually going to add a tablespoon of mustard. Now mustard is going to add a really nice tart taste to the barbecue shrimp. You just add again a tablespoon of that, and you're just going to mix it in. Now in addition to that mix, we're going to throw in this nice blend of curry powder spices. And what this curry powder spices entails is actually one very important ingredient to the Zone Diet, and that is actually cumin powder. Now cumin powder actually contains a lot of important health benefits. For example, improving your secretion glands. It actually stimulates the glands that promotes digestion. In addition, cumin is really rich in vitamin E and iron, so you're going to have a lot of good proportion, and it also detoxes the body. Alright, so now while that lovely soy sauce and mustard mix is sitting, we're going to add about a tablespoon of lemon and to taste. So we're just going to zesty flavor to your lovely shrimp. It's going to be real good. Lastly, we're going to add some agave nectar, but this is actually really important to your Zone barbecue shrimp. Again, it increases anti-inflammatory action. It has a chemical called inulin, which promotes weight loss. And lastly, it decreases cholesterol and prevents cancer. So again, lots and lots of benefits to this agave nectar. And again, you're going to add about 1 tablespoon of agave nectar. You're just going to throw that all in. Alright, so we finished making our marinade. All the ingredients are done. Let's add to the shrimp. So let's do this. So we're gonna take all of our garlic right now. We're gonna add this to our dry mix right here. Just take this garlic right quick and just be like, just throw that up in the mix. And we're gonna put all the dry ingredients first. So it's gonna go boom. Take it up a bit. We'll take our lemon. We'll put that in the mustard mix. We'll mix that up a bit, and we're just gonna throw all of this into this bag. So when I get all of those shrimps just kind of like massaged up in there with the marinade, you're gonna let that sit. Throw it back in the fridge for 1 hour. And we're back, and now it's been about an hour. We're gonna pull our seafood out of the fridge. Our nicely chilled shrimp. Now let me tell you guys a little health benefits about shrimp in itself. So shrimps actually have 2 chemicals, 2 antioxidants. One of them is called astaxanthin, anti-inflammatory antioxidant. And lastly, it has setinium, which slows the risk of lung infection, depression, and diabetes. In addition, it's a very good source of protein. We're gonna fry it right now. So let's put these shrimps on our pan. So the first thing we're gonna do, we're gonna light it about a medium heat, because you don't want to overcook these guys. You're gonna just dump all the marinade on there for about 2 to 3 minutes each. Stir this around a bit with let me spatula up. You want to get that marinade just kind of all around there. We're gonna add some chili powder to this. It actually contains a substance, capsicum, which is actually an inhibitor of substance P, which is a neuropeptide. And that neuropeptide is actually linked to the inflammatory process. And so because capsicum inhibits that process, it's going to influence anti-inflammatory, which is all about the Zone Diet. I want to make sure that, so each shrimp gets each flipped, an extra lemon juice. These look really good. Alright. Oh yeah. Our homemade Zone Diet barbecue shrimp. Hope you guys enjoyed.